Okay, I need to find a... Let me get that. Alright, mentioning music.
Hold on.
Otherwise, I'm putting on that Barbie soundtrack I always play.
That'd be funny.
Anyways, hey everybody, it's me, Uncle You, and fucking the sun is shining in the side of my eye and I don't like it.
The sun is shining and the sun is spreading the powder spectrum.
Dead of light right now, where I am.
The sun is about gone.
Uncle, you play some of the Katana Zero soundtrack.
Sure. I found it. Alright, let's begin. Okay, so... It's Mensch's birthday stream. When was your birthday, Mensch?
April the 1st.
Yes. So, to kind of explain, April and May was very busy for me. Like holy shit, there was so much going on. And it got delayed and delayed and delayed. And just a lot of other shit. So, plan B, we're doing it now.
Yeah.
Yes. It's better late than never, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, so. And Mensch has already chosen our first thing to draw. He wants us to draw Dagoff from,
Morrowind, my new favorite game. I love Morrowind.
I would be happy to draw this guy.
I love that the villain of Morrowind is a pillar man. He's a pillar man.
He's basically a killer man, I guess.
I'm probably not gonna draw the all of his body, even though he is a pillory man. But I got something funny.
I do kind of find it a little bit funny that fans have retroactively characterized him as the most racist man in existence, even though that he doesn't have any dialogue where he's directly racist, but people have retroactively made him incredibly racist.
yeah. Most of the memes that take off there are basically him going like, "Ew, Argonians, get out of my house."
Ew.
Stomp Argonians. Blend Argonians into a blender.
I don't remember Nerevar being an Argonian. What's going on?
What? No, I don't have any problem with Argonians.
Yeah.
I have many Argonian friends.
Yeah, cause Dagoff, to quickly explain to people, Dagoff, he's the villain in Morrowind.
The third Elder Scrolls game.
And the sequel to the second Elder Scrolls game, Less Wind.
The main thing, Morrowind is a fascinating game. It's clunky as balls, but that's kind of what makes it unique.
I will say, Morrowind is the only Elder Scrolls game where you can fly around like you're a fucking Super Saiyan.
Morrowind is one... Yeah. Okay. Morrowind is a game where it checks you at the door, and if you're able to get through, you are rewarded with one of the most inventive fucking games ever.
The game, okay, so the typically the kind of hurdle that the new players of Morrowind need to get to, and it was okay. I met the hurdle, and at first I didn't like it. And then I got used to it, and it's like, oh, holy shit, this game is amazing. So the problem that most people have with playing Morrowind is that everything you do in the game is dictated by a dice roll. A dice roll you can't see. It's an internal one. So if you go up to something and you try to attack it with a weapon, depending on your proficiency with that weapon, you won't land your hits. It's not that you're doing bad damage. You will not make your hits. And people are often play the game, get confused, and stop because they're like, why aren't my hits doing anything? It's like, oh, I don't know, maybe because you only have 10 skill in short blade or something. What's the solution? So what's the solution in Morrowind to you know, making it so that you're doing good? Tip the skills in your favor by using alchemy to absolutely fuck your stats.
Yeah.
I love that everything in the game stacks. All of the every single potion you drink, the effects of it stacks. So if you drink a lot of strength potions, because your jumping is tied to your strength stat, if you drink like 100 strength potions, you can literally jump from one point across the map way to the other one within one jump. It's fucking crazy.
You can be like Goku when he takes off the weighted clothing.
There's another fun mechanic where you can drink a bunch of intelligence potions and then tab over to the potion making tab, create a levitation potion, and because the potency of potions are dictated by your intelligence stat, you can make potions to where you're just infinitely flying.
Yeah.
Infinite flight.
This is shit I did not know about Morrowind until now.
I guess another thing that kind of makes the game a little bit more, I guess, less accessible than like Skyrim and even Oblivion is that there is very, very minimal voiced dialogue, and most of the game is you're having to read. You're having to read the characters like talk to you.
Well, yeah,
and
I think I've heard about that.
And it's not like, oh, it's just like dialogue choice after dialogue choice. No, you have to read like pages upon pages upon pages of information.
I can see why that could be a turnoff.
Once you get accustomed to it, the game is very intuitive. The game is incredibly intuitive and easy to kind of grasp. But I do think it is due for a remake or like a remaster at least. But I would be very, very sad if they change the mechanics.
I hope they make it even more obtuse.
They make it even more obtuse.
Now you can breathe wrong.
You can breathe. I do think that's like the funniest thing. I think one of the funniest mechanics in Morrowind is that you need to rank up your eating skill. If your character is bad at eating, your character will not eat food, but it will cost you food. So it's like you'll try to eat something and it'll say this food has given you no effect. So basically it means like your character like dropped it while they were trying to eat it, or threw it behind themselves, or they stuffed it in their mouth and it just disappeared.
It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Sandy was trying to shove a Krabby Deluxe into her mouth, but it just splatters all over her helmet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That reminds me of those like new ghosts that eat but they cannot digest. Like they're always hungry forever, but they can't do nothing about it.
I do think Morrowind would stand to gain from having like an NPC system similar to like how Oblivion has it, because I do think Oblivion, like the NPC interactions are very entertaining comparatively, because none of the NPCs in Morrowind really interact with each other, which kind of sucks.
I think, I think there are some things that could be that as you say could be nice, but I do feel if they do remake it, I do want it to be like keep what up.
Please keep the jank. Please keep the jank. Improve on it, but please keep the jank. Please don't take away my infinite levitate spell, my infinite levitate potion.
All right, I'm almost.
Please don't take away my Son Goku Ki Blasts.
I'm keeping my doodle very simple, but I like how it's turning out.
I'm just drawing like a perfectly symmetrical bust with the symmetry tool.
Because I don't want to blow my load too early.
I do think Dagother is the best Elder Scrolls villain.
It's because the problem with Elder Scrolls villains a lot of the time is they're not very memorable a lot of the time. Like
Well, they're not charismatic, I don't think.
I wouldn't like who's the real villain in I mean there's a no, he's not a villain. The Shivering Isles guy. He's not a villain, right?
What Shivering Isles guy?
The crazy king guy who goes cheese for everyone.
Shiogora.
Oh, that's Shiogora.
Shiogora, thank you.
Cheese for everyone!
Everyone loves him.
Yeah.
And then there's Mrs.
I mean, I kind of like Alduin, but he's not too much of a character. He just kind of like says a couple menacing things, and they say he's gonna destroy the world, but he
An
barely
effective
does it.
like monster and like tone setter like at the beginning of Skyrim, but as a character he's not really like that interesting.
He basically doesn't have any characterization or actual like any real time to, I guess, like shine or be menacing, other than like one or two times you see him, and then you go to like the end of the end of the game and fucking kill him. Dagoth he's like talked about like from like basically everyone knows who he is. Well, not everyone knows who he is, but those who know who he is, he's like, you don't want to fuck with that guy.
He will fuck you right in the face if you try to mess with him.
But the lore of Morrowind's like very kind of ethereal and like and mystical, and you need to know a lot of lore. I will say Skyrim is way easier to jump into and understand than Morrowind's, because with Skyrim it's just like, big scary dragon is going to destroy the world and it's your destiny as the Dragonborn to beat him, and that's it. That's all you really need to understand.
Yeah,
This is
but
how
short
I
and to the point.
But Morrowind is a lot more like. Okay, I'm gonna try to summarize it very quickly. You are the reincarnation of this guy called the Nerevar. The Nerevar, like 1,000 years ago, was best buds with Dagoth and they were basically ruling Morrowind together. And then these three assholes called the Tribunal showed up and wanted to be ascended to godhood. So they assaulted your fortress, killed you, and then also like mortally wounded Dagoth who was like your best buddy. Upon your death, Dagoth got consumed with hatred and anger and became this like ultra horrible monster that just wanted like to destroy everything afterwards and bring down the Tribunal. And then like 1,000 years later your character is reincarnated and like, what the fuck's going on?
Alright, I'm done with...
By the way, is Dagoth similar to Megatron's arc in Transformers 1?
A little bit.
Broad
but-
strokes, obviously.
Okay, imagine that like Dagoth and the character that you were, keyword were, because your character dies. So a long time ago, Dagoth and your character were like Optimus and Megatron, but the key difference is that Optimus died early on, and Megatron let his death like consume him, and he became like a hate-filled, disgusting monster that wanted nothing more than just to basically destroy all life on the fucking planet. And then like 1,000 years later, Optimus reincarnates and has to stop Megatron.
I mean, that kind of happened in Transformers 1, except in Transformers 1...
that's not a bad idea for like a Transformers like series. Like Optimus gets like clowned on in the war, Megatron wins, and then Optimus is resurrected years later, and he's gotta finally take him down.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Also, here's my Dagoth See if you can spot the jerk. Well, I kind of wrote out the joke, but you can. What do you think, Mensch?
What is he saying?
Source?
Is he a Redditor?
Yeah, I made him.
Why is he the Reddit thing?
I made him Dagoth
Dig up her.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Shrek ears.
Cause on the art that on the like Giga Chad art that Mensch sent, it kind of I thought those things were Shrek ears for a moment, and then
Let me see. You rolled with it?
Yeah, I kind of rolled with it.
I'm getting there. I'm still in the middle of processing, but I'm getting there.
Me too. Draw again.
He's a yeah. I just wanted to start with something kind of silly and goofy.
Funny.
The day blew off.
They got there should really trim his nails because they're going way too
Nail clippers have been outlawed in Morrowind. Was Dagoth likes getting a pedicure.
You should paint his nails red.
He's getting his nails done. When you're destroying the world, I guess you still need to make sure that your nails are looking cool.
Of course. Priorities.
We get it. What do you think it looks like under the mask?
Without the mask?
Yeah, what do you think it looks like without the mask?
That's a good question. I don't think we really know.
Probably looks. Judging by the rest of his body, I would say he looks very, very old.
I guess if it's any indicator, he's a dark elf.
I mean,
So
I could tell.
He'd look like a dark elf.
I mean, he would look like that, but older.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to do with him, so I drew him as that.
Old racist grandpa.
I do know that there are mods for Morrowind that remove his mask. Oh, I love that, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, I do know there's a few mods on like the Nexus that like remove the mask and give Dagoth a face. And sometimes the mods will give him a third eye for realsies.
The third eye. The Dagoth.
Wait a minute. Oh, apparently that's his actual face on the texture map.
Oh,
That's
really?
what his actual face. Yeah, that's what his actual face looks like on his texture map.
Apparently. I think they might have just been reusing it, because I do think a few other characters use a similar body.
Okay, apparently that face does come from the Ash vampire model. So maybe the body of Dagoth maybe the model for Dagoth to some extent was recycled from the Ash Vampire or something.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a recycled asset.
I actually did not know. I actually did not know an Ash Vampire was a thing.
Yeah.
Does Sirius have the farthest roll? Because I'm not sure if they can. Not sure if Sirius can see the.
Oh wait. Hold up. Let me fix that. Yep, they don't. I fixed it.
That is so weird. What the fuck? Were you
There we go.
Sirius is not an artist confirmed.
Ah, damn, guys. My bad.
Sorry about that. Wait, no, come back. There we go. Yeah.
No, it was funny.
Alright, but hey, we're doing Disgustink from a birthday.
Yay!
Even though it's like
Don't know if I have my
even though it's like 2 months late. It's 2
Rip.
months late.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get my shit to work. All my shit's broken right now, so like, I might have to do.
You can
like,
you can skip the first one if you want. But we were doing Dagoth from Morrowinds because Morrowind is one of my favorite games right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, I finished mine, and I'm just like, and right now we're just letting people do their thing.
I'm nearly done.
I'm just about to tell with your Dagoth friend.
Yeah. I might skip out on this first one. I also might have to figure out. I have to figure out if my shit is working because I've been having some trouble with it. I got a new iPad. I was able to get a score of like a brand new 9th gen iPad for like $250. So I'm pleased as punch.
Need to. I think I want to share one of my favorite enemies in Morrowind. That fucking Dagoth created. So Dagoth his whole plan in Morrowind to take over Nirn or whatever is that he's been invading people's dreams and basically like cursing them to follow him and become vampires and shit. And
Well, apparently Dagoth himself is himself an Ash Vampire, so take that however you want.
he himself is, but he was originally a dark elf.
Yeah.
These funny things, I love them. He created them. Sometimes followers of Dagoth after God knows how long, they become these things called Ascended Sleepers, but they're affectionately called Noodle Snoots by the fans.
How was that?
The Noodle Snoots.
If that's what they turned into after following that guy, I want nothing to do with that. I mean, seriously, what is that?
They look like some sort of Star Wars deep lore creature.
It looks like the
Noodle Snoots. It looks so funny.
You know what that one's? You know how in like A New Hope, you have that spy with the long, woolly nose who talks by making weird squeaky noises. That's what it looks like, but with a little extra.
The process of becoming one of those things. Huh?
I was telling Battery the name of that freaking like doctor guy he's talking about, Imperial Spy. I know that because he's a boss in Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, what's his name again?
He probably has a name, but we just know him as Imperial Spy in Lego.
Yeah. Anyways, man, just keep going.
I was gonna say the process of becoming a noodle snoot is absolutely horrific, because your fucking face rips open, and a goddamn like tentacle comes out of your eyes. Like it looks like this.
I will say there's something weirdly creepy about the Imperial Spy in Lego Star Wars. Because the original design is, you know, nothing too fancy, but like the Imperial Spy, like the portrait, it's just staring into your soul.
He looks like a plague doctor.
Yeah.
So apparently his name is Gorindin Ez Zavil, and he has a wife and daughter.
Good for him. I will say it is pretty impressive, like with Star Wars, how they were able to create such like impressive or iconic creatures in their first go, and the animatronics are still pretty good. Like Greedo is still a pretty impressive little mask for the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think what I want to. What the fuck?
What? What's wrong?
No, YouTube, stop. That's copyrighted music, probably. Also, it just sounds like shit. There we go.
Copyright neutral.
What was the song called?
It was a guy, some British guy, and he was like, "Hi guys, check out my new song on YouTube, Gold."
Guys, we did it.
This is why
This guy looks like he's wearing a gas mask, except the gas mask actually is his face for reasons. Wait a minute, I think that actually is a gas mask, because when I look closely at like I think that might actually just be a mask, like not even like in the context behind the scenes, but I think that just might be a mask that he's actually wearing on his weird bug face, because like I'm looking closely at it and I see that there's like cross stitches going across the base of the snout and down the length of the snout. I think that's a gap. I think it's like some sort of respiration mask. It's like a mask or something.
I'd bet that's how they made it too.
Oh, it is a mask. I'm looking at like looking at like an image of another member of the species, and it's very clear that yeah, it's a mask. They wear masks because it's like a different color than the rest of his face.
All right. Let's see. Makranki.
So I guess we're merely waiting on J, G, and Mary. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I got pulled away for a second.
It's alright.
I hate how stilted the fucking that shot looks because they edited it. McClunky.
Makranki.
The funny thing is that's McClunky actually is like a statement that means something in Belize.
But it just sounds so. It just sounds so goofy.
It sounds funny as hell, yeah. But it actually means it will be the end of you. I think I might be remembering it wrong, but I think Sebulba also says that in the Phantom Menace.
He does actually. So.
Yep.
It's so weird watching the Phantom Menace because the CGI in that movie for a lot of the creatures are so fucking crazy. And yeah, like obviously there's Jar Jar, but but some of the background characters feel just so like weirdly out of place, like fucking Toong. I had to look him up, but like, what is it? Like, what is this thing?
Oh, you mean that guy? The guy with the big saggy cheeks, and he's like got really long legs.
And he just waves at the camera. Does he have? He has to have a toy. Oh, he does. He does.
All the Han and Greedo scenes. McClunky.
McClunky.
Oh look at Jade's dig up there.
How do you see this?
It makes you big on it.
Hey, nice.
Lipstick on.
Yes,
I'm almost done.
All right. I think we're just waiting on G and Mary. Are you drawing him?
I'm still on the first one. You guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, we're all still on that.
Yeah.
We haven't moved.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Actually,
No rush.
I think my favorite thing about like Phantom Menace also is like there are so many action figures dedicated to like just the weirdest shit. Like all the toys there are of Watto.
The little blue Italian thing.
Yes.
I think he's supposed to be Jewish or a Jewish stereotype, isn't he?
Yeah.
Uncle you sees someone vaguely sleazy. Jewish.
Rip.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh.
The way his accent reads more like Italian to me. I don't know.
I mean, he does get like.
It's neither, y'all. He's just from Boston. That's what's going on there.
He does get that hat in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I forgot he gets like that gross ass beard too. God.
Yeah, he gets the scrotum beard.
What a foul character!
God.
What a foul character! But like, I think what's funny is that just how many toys he got. Like, he got like your standard Star Wars 3 3/4 inch figures, as is Star Wars tradition.
They came with the little Comtech chip.
God, yeah.
Come on. Watto sounds like a fake Italian name.
Yeah, fucking Watto.
And there's also, but they also gave him a 6-inch version, like collectible. The kids collect, or a plush. That's actually like a surprise. I gotta show this on stream because this is like a weirdly next level plush because it's got separate pieces of clothes, so you could strip Watto.
Oh, that's awful. Hate that. Thanks a lot for that. Hate it. Oh my god.
What?
I also know I know Critical has like that giant statue of Watto too. And of course that's not getting into like the crazy amount of Jar Jar Binks toys. I sometimes see this dancing Jar Jar Binks for sale at the Frankenstein collectible show. Hey, what the fuck?
How?
Hasbro, you gave a modern day Black Series figure to Jar Jar Binks, yet Skids and Mudflap still don't get new toys? I see where your priorities are.
Be right back.
Picking and choosing your offensive stereotypes to merchandise.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, Skids and Mudflap are a little bit more offensive.
I know, I know, cause like,
Yeah.
Jar Jar as a character.
At least for
Jar Jar's at least like a nice character. He's annoying, but like he's a nice guy. But yeah.
Sith Lord accusations notwithstanding.
Okay,
Yeah. Which
I'm about to post Single Fire Academy now.
real quick, I want to point something out about Skids and Mudflap that always cracks me up. I once did a design tier list with Mensch and Lunar, ranking the Bayverse designs, and I had trouble finding like high quality renders for a lot of the characters. But when I got to Skids and Mudflap, I found like a proper 4K resolution image of them, like insanely high detail. Oh, for fucking Skids and Mudflap, because I guess they thought they were gonna be the next big characters. In fact, I think they do more in the movie than Bumblebee, quite frankly. And what?
They certainly have more dialogue. That's not too hard to do, considering Bumblebee's ridiculous. Hey! They they got rid of his gold teeth in the IDW comics, in this comic. You cowards! You know what I think it was? Maybe you referenced
I would love if they... Okay, that could have been what, like, actually made Skids and Mudflap a funny concept. If the joke was they came to Earth and just thought that's how people acted. Like, that'd at least be a joke. Like they go to Earth, see like put on like a Nelly music video and think, ah, yes, Earth culture.
Okay, I'm posting mine now.
Look at the Jar Jar Binks plot sheet.
Yeah. Oh no, there were a ton of Jar Jar toys.
Yo, do you want to really quick see my like workstation really quick? I gotta show this.
Please.
I gotta show my workstation.
I love that Mary.
Yeah.
Sassy.
Yeah, because you're telling me about how he acts, so I thought that would be appropriate.
This is what my workstation looks like right now.
Who we going next?
Well, Sirius's workstation is a Microsoft Surface, the laptop, earplugs, a suspiciously placed jar, and another tablet.
I just got the tablet that like has a loading screen on it. I just got that for I just got that for $250. I'm so happy.
Nice.
That's not a bad price.
Yeah.
With the two severed fingertips.
Those are earplugs.
Definitely fingertips.
Okay.
Yes, I keep fingertips.
He
Totally.
Cirrus fished them out of Wendy's chili.
All right. All right.
No, I fished that shit out of chili.
All right. All right. Let's.
Remember the Wendy's finger in the chili scandal.
I only know that because of that incident because there's that great parody song by Jib Jab. That's what we call the news, which
Jib Jab.
Yeah, fucking love Jib Jab. I wasn't really bummed when they stopped doing the videos. I know they were kind of getting expensive, but it's still a shame. Although they brought them back for 2020 because holy fuck, how could they not? But anyways, let's see Art on Parade. We got G, which considering Morrowind came out in like what 2003, I like how yours looks like it would be like the profile image for like someone on Something Awful back in 2002.
Yeah.
The day
That's
gone.
true.
I'm gonna say someone's about to say something real racist about Argonians.
I mean, how do you think? That's kind of how 4chan was founded. But anyways, actually, that's kind of an interesting story. I'll get into it. Then you got Patrick's. Looking unamused. Mary's is really good. Actually.
Thank you.
Patrick,
I like.
I was gonna say Patrick's Dagoth is Dagoth when he sees an Argonian Nerevar.
And then we got. Jade's. Jade's is. I see where you put the attention. We got batteries. Everyone kiss the Dagoth.
He has big old kissing lips.
And Patrick also drew a bonus doodle of a Woolly Yoshi. And it's very cute.
It was the first immediate thing I could see on my desk, and I decided to draw it.
Alright, what next, Mensch?
Heavy from TF2.
Oh, the heavy.
Yo.
Now we are talking.
This would be my first TF2 type of art. I've never drawn TF2 before.
I love Heavy. Heavy and Scout are my two favorite TF2 characters.
I'm gonna go with a different kind of brush then.
And this is one of my favorite images of Heavy.
Oh, I got a fun idea of how I'm gonna draw the heavy.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my god.
Patrick, I got a great idea of how I'm gonna draw a heavy. So, if I can I just gotta get it just right.
Oh no, is this real? Please tell me this isn't real. Oh, it's real!
What is it?
Oh no!
What?
Oh, the Funko Pop. Oh god, that's awful.
Oh. You know what's sad? The heavy kind of has a square head anyways. It could have worked.
They did Scout too.
Oh.
Didn't they also like have a TF2 crossover thing in that Funko Pop game?
Maybe?
I seem to vaguely recall that.
You mean Funko Fusion or whatever it's called? No one bought it, and thank God.
Vinny bought it.
Vinny bought it.
Vinny, why?
Content.
Okay.
I can safely say I've only found one Funko Pop ever in the wild that I've actually said, okay, that's not bad, and it's this one of Jake the dog. Hold up. This specific Funko Pop of Jake the dog actually looks really good because it doesn't look anything like a Funko Pop. I didn't think it was a Funko Pop when I first found it.
Oh yeah, that looks great. That's cute. It's always if they had the stylized eyes, they look a lot better. It's just when there's just the dots. It's like, yeah.
What about this one about the Aqua
Yeah, that looks spot on actually.
That's what I'm saying. Like with stylized eyes, they don't look as creepy.
I think you'll like I think you'll like what I'm trying to do here, Mensch.
The heavily. The heavily.
Ooh, I'm liking how this is turning out so far, actually.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm so disappointed. I think my current state of drawing is we're gonna have to figure something else out because I can't.
It's a
I
good.
really just gotta switch to Medibang, huh?
It's
Gotta
all
figure
good.
it out.
It's
Meta
a.
bang, meta bang.
Or fire
Yeah,
alpaca.
I'm happy with Medibang. I'm just looking at this like, damn. Like, it's gonna have to be like, and to be clear, like I wanted to switch over to Medibang. Honestly, I've been wanting to switch over for a while.
Yeah.
But like, I've just always had Clip Studio, but now I'm sitting here. I'm like, honestly, I might as well just switch over because I'm getting a new iPad, so I might as well just fucking switch.
Okay.
Yeah, serious. You said they were drawing on an iPad?
I'm about, well, maybe drawing on an iPad eventually. I don't even have a pen. Realistically speaking, I'm gonna be drawing in a 3-subject notebook. That's what you're getting.
3 subject no.
Because if he was drawing like at a computer with a tablet or something, then I would have suggested like for the computer like getting Fire Alpaca, which is basically like Medibang but slightly different.
Okay, I can look into Fire Alpaca as well.
Okay. I just made one of the most regrettable Google image searches ever.
Okay.
With its penis.
Okay. I'm trying to draw the heavy in like the Fairy Odd Parents art style. Oh, and I looked up and I was like, I'm having trouble drawing because the heavy has a bit of a beer gut. So I was like, how do they draw fat characters or chubby characters on the show? So I looked at Fat Fairy Odd Parents and I got exactly what you would imagine.
Oh, that's not something you want to. You don't want to look up that.
Nope, no, I don't.
I think you did that to yourself, actually.
Yeah, no, I did it.
You knew what to expect.
Yeah.
I have a. Okay, I figured it out. I will say it is coming out really well. I'm actually kind of proud of how this is turning out. So, but like it. Oh, but yeah. Do not follow in my mistakes.
Fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when I looked up. I try to look up like shot. I try to look up. Sometimes like I just Google the dumbest thing. Like recently, I tried to Google. I was trying to find back references for a character, and you think, oh, just Google back references. No, I had to Google back shot. I googled back shots.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Did you at least add a space?
I did. And luckily I did find what I wanted, but at the same time I thought about it, it's like this could have gone so badly.
Like upon further reflection, this could have been disastrous.
Yeah.
Did you still get butt sex in your search results?
No, thankfully.
Okay.
Damn.
After this one, I do want to ask, how many are we planning after this one? How many more?
Yeah, this is
Because I have at least 3 more.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
5 is usually the average number that we do for these. If we have time, then we do more. If not, then we usually do 5.
Yeah.
I am downloading Fire Alpaca now, just so that I can
Excellent.
have it. Is that what you generally use, Patrick? Then?
For me, yeah. For
How do
me,
we-
for drawing, that's what I use. That's what I use. I use Fire Alpaca. That's what I'm using right now, actually. Something went quiet.
I'm trying to. I'm actually in the zone on this one. Cause I actually really like how this one's. I really like how this is turning out. Like.
I'm focusing on drawing.
Okay. I may have drawn his thumb too big. Let me see his fists. How did he draw his fists?
He has really big fistos.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about like Fairy Odd Parents style. And yes, I know there's like that one character designer. You know, call it whatever you want. I'm just for the sake of I'm actually gonna color this. I actually like it so much I'm gonna color it.
God, I need to ask a friend of mine. I'm going to have to ask them about this. Ooh, lordy. I don't want to have to, like, jailbreak an iPad. But, like, I hate iOS. I just hate iOS so bad. That, like, it's a problem.
Okay.
I need to be able to...
Okay, next I gotta draw Heavy's Bandolera. Bandolero, that's what I meant.
Oh, is the bandolier is the thing that carries the bullets, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause yeah. I'm gonna have to simplify it a lot just because, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I was reading about, Butch Hartman relatively recently, just because, I was kind of reading over, like, a broad overview of his career. And there's a factoid I kind of love about him, Eden, is that he was actually fired. He actually worked on the original MLP series for a little bit, but was fired very early on.
For what reason?
I imagine.
He can't draw. He couldn't draw horses. And
Why am I not surprised?
wait, and to be fair, and to be fair to Butch, horses are a bitch to draw, and B, he freely admits it. He's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, they're very simplified horses.
Yeah. Even. And this was back when My Little Ponies still actually looked like ponies, because they're a little more cat-like now. Oh, so...
Yeah.
With, like...
If they're cute.
Yeah. Yeah, no shade. But, you know, it's... But it is a very... It's clear that they wanted to go for a very different style because, you know, they're back in the day. It's like, okay, they have to look like the toys, whereas nowadays it's like I think because you know, the show was kind of planned out first and then the toys. They were like, okay, how do we translate these to animation? Okay, I'm taking some serious I'm taking some artistic liberties, but I kind of wanted to make it look like this guy actually, my drawing of the heavy could actually look like he'd be in Fairly Odd Parents. And I actually think I did okay. Don't know if it's all the way, like, you know, oh shoot, he looks like a Fairly Odd Parents character, but he would rank a very firm, decent, tough puppy character.
He looks like a very decent character that Butch Hartman told someone to draw, but claims that he drew.
Yeah.
Fuck, I think Blue Sky frozen. I want to put my piece of Blue Sky, but Blue Sky keeps freezing. Okay, never mind, it's breaking again.
I definitely think Butch is a great case of, like, what happens when you believe your hype way too much. Cause the thing is with Butch, like, to be fair to him, I think he was very good at sort of in the early days of reaching out of like being very open about like the animation process and like talking to other creators, which I think you know, I think is what got him a lot of a following. But I think he started to view himself as like a rock star, and essentially, and and started to alienate people. Oh, and it's.
I got a question. It's a funny question. Hear me out. Is he still in that church that practices necromancy?
I don't think so.
Heavy. That's a really good headshot of Heavy.
Thanks. I think I made his nose a bit too soldier-like, though. I based it directly off this one headshot that I Googled.
Okay, perfect. I actually really like how this Heavy looks. In fact, I'm gonna shade it slightly, and I'm gonna shade it, something I kind of miss from Fairy Odd Parents, and it's something that, like, I think is something that kind of disappeared from a lot of Butch's later works, too, that I kind of missed. He actually, if you look at his, like, older episodes of Fairy Odd Parents and, of course, Danny Phantom, too, he clearly has a love for a lot of, like, animation and comic stuff from a lot of different countries. And he's able to kind of replicate a lot of that really well. Like, for instance, old school superheroes. Old school superheroes and sci-fi stuff. Like, I always got excited whenever, like, we had, like, Crash Nebula or episodes with, Crimson Chin. Because those episodes always had, like, the most fun animation. No. What do you mean? What do you mean there's an error? No. Lie. No. I will. No. Nope.
What is it?
My, animate crashed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright. Hold up. Let me see if I can reboot it. Also, let me check my text. It's been a while.
I think you like how I did Heavy here.
Did it save? I was able to take a screen cap. I'll share it. I'll share what I got. I'm not, unfortunately, I was not able to color it, but, here he is. How'd I...
Jorgen von Strangle Heavy.
How'd I do? I know the hands are...
I think it looks funny enough.
Yeah. I decided to make one eye bigger than the other because I thought it would be kind of fun.
He probably have a similar voice to Jorgen von Strangle.
Yeah. Anyways, I will be right back. My wife actually wants the video call.
Okay.
So,
as long as the stream isn't closed and we're still going live.
Oh, we're still going. You guys, I'm just gonna mute myself, and you guys can continue chatting among yourselves, and just DM me what we're drawing, and I'll still be able to join in. Sound good?
And also, and also just make sure that the stream is still able to hear us.
Stream's still able to hear you. Yeah.
Oh man, I should have drawn that one for that L64 S heavy there.
Okay.
No, I will vomit down your throat.
I love how like weird and deformed that people are always able to make heavy and Gmod videos.
Okay.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
People have done insane shit with the TF2 models.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right. I'll be back in just a moment.
Yep.
Now I will vomit down your throat.
Come closer. Oh, everyone vomit down your throat.
Is it the fucking burp and everything? That's great.
Yep.
I think he appeared again in the later video. That exact heavy right there. And he wears. He wears. I think he like ends up wearing spy as a diaper or something. I smell diaper. Let me fact check my statement. I don't want to make claims that are misinformative and mistake. Oh yeah, that's that day that you uploaded, Mitch. That's straight up the thumbnail for the other video he appears in. The video was called Heavy Diapers. That sounds very evil and gross out of context.
It does. I'm like, what?
How does El Toro manage to deform the heads of the characters like this?
Magic.
Diapers are for kids! Heaven is wearing you!
Alright, I got mine.
Wonderful.
We gotta watch this video. I like how parts of the videos have chapters, like they have annotated chapters.
I think those are chapters.
Oh, it's for the music. It's the music. It's the music.
Yeah, because inevitably you're gonna have people in the comments asking what the music is, and that's what it's for, I guess.
There you go. That's the best I got right now. I can't get my shit to work.
That's not too bad.
But also nothing like most music apps. For example, we have
You got it pretty on model.
that let you
I like
switch
how
from
the I like how the
video,
this.
song,
Oh, there he is.
get YouTube Music Frame.
He's doing the stare. Seriously, to do the stare. He's doing the death glare.
That's great.
Still in the coloring process. Hopefully it should be done soon enough.
Oh, look at me who's heavy. He looks so happy with his little bird and his little sandwich. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Sand.
He's just sand.
He develops pica and eats sand. Sandwich.
Oh, look at him. He's with his little birdie friends. He has a sandwich.
Yes.
That's very cute, Jade.
Yes. Thank you.
I'll be right back. I'm not gonna mute or anything. I'm gonna go get a glass of milk.
Okay.
All right.
You need some milk.
It does the body good.
I like these. These are good, guys.
I'm nearly done with mine. We'll see
And
what
here's
I
mine.
You know, so I got this iPad from like an Apple head, right?
Mhm.
Like absolutely just loves and adores, lives and fucking breathes Apple. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, literally the one thing that I'm asking my iPad to do. He's like, you can do so much, you can do anything with your iPad. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm asking this iPad can't do that. Literally, I am only asking him to do one thing and he can't do it. I'm like, okay.
You have one job.
Oh, that's really good, Mary.
Thank you.
That's fantastic, Mary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with mine. I just need to add one more little detail.
I was like, I never drawn that character before, so I'm happy that you guys like it.
Heavy will show you his favorite gun.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think. In TF2 lore, doesn't Heavy have like several PhDs?
A PhD in Russian literature.
Oh yeah, he does.
Talking of which, here you go. There it is.
Yes! Sandwich!
Oh, that was great, Patrick.
Thank you. I tried to go a bit crazy with his proportions a bit. All these other heavies look so nice as well. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Agreed. All good heavies here.
Alright, we're just waiting for G.
Oh no, I didn't draw him.
Oh, okay.
Didn't draw heavy. Where?
It's very quiet in here.
Are we waiting on anyone else, or do we want to move on?
Mainly wait for Uncle You to come back from his video call or something.
Yeah, we don't want him to be in the dust.
Reduced.
want to make another bonus doodle while we wait. What is it?
This video is so stupid. I found it. Hold up.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do for another bonus doodle.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, thank God.
Let's say something much.
I was gonna say I do have another one if y'all are ready.
I think I'm ready.
Yeah, it's naming.
Just because I've
Wait,
been
has
doing.
Has Uncle you done the artist stump parade for this yet, or no?
Well, Uncle, you said just to text him what the next prompt is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next prompt is something very bad happening to Jar Jar Binks.
Oh god.
Something.
Okay.
Wait. What was it again? Something happening to Jar Jar Binks?
Something bad, something very bad happening to Jar Jar Binks. It can be anything. It can be anything like he gets hit in the head with a mallet, or he gets served a documentation saying that he has cancer. I don't care. I want it to be like that. Those old like really try hard bad art that people would make of like Jar Jar getting his head ripped off or something that people would make.
You want it really brutal?
I don't. It doesn't need to be. I just like in the same kind of attitude, I suppose. Because
Or like you can't stand this character, like you hate him,
like,
right?
Grr,
That
Jar
kind of
Jar
deal.
Binks. Grr, Jar Jar Binks.
Can't stand that gungan.
Can't stand
I
that
feel bad. I feel really bad for the guy who voiced him. People send him death threats for voicing Jar Jar.
Yeah, Jar Jar, the actor didn't deserve any bullshit. I think, okay, my actual opinions about Jar Jar, I don't mind him. I don't mind him.
You know what? Me neither.
I do think the
He's
idea...
kinda-
I do think the idea of Jar Jar Binks suffering, though, is funny.
Yeah. I think Jar Jar is overhated, but seeing art of him like being subjected to some sort of physical pain is kind of funny.
I like the comic that came after, like kind of like the hate for him, and it's just like nothing of him being just like a bumbling fucking idiot. I think it was like his father and his mother get stranded on like another planet, and his wife's like, "You have to keep going, honey. Think of your son," and he pulls out a gun and tries to kill himself. Let me find it.
Oh boy, Barney's on fire. Has anyone seen that video as a kid? Barney's on fire.
I recall it, yeah. No?
I'm surprised at you, G.
Here it is. It's Jar Jar's mother and father stranded on an island.
You know, it's not canon anymore. But you know what Jar Jar's father's name is?
What?
George R. Banks.
George R. Binks.
George R. Banks. Yes.
Look at sound
Hate
shit.
that.
Look at sound shitheads.
I've never seen Barney's on Fire, but I've seen Dashy's version of Barney. Yay!
That's not what we're talking about.
Dashy's Barney is my favorite. That was fucked up.
Okay, I know a lot of people have problems with Legends Star Wars, but Legends Star Wars is funny. It's cool. Why'd they have to kill it?
I mean, it does have that thing with the stupid talking mountain.
I didn't say all of Legends was peak.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my first time drawing this crazy, silly character.
Also, same. I've never drawn a
Same.
character before.
He's like a weird frog rabbit thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if a rabbit fucked a frog and then a duck all at the same time. And this is the crotch spawn of that.
It's just a normal Gunga tradition. It's just a normal Gunga tradition.
Sure, a normal Gunga tradition. Need a good reference for his outfit. Okay, there we go.
Dude, let's kill the horse.
I'm so tired, Finn.
I'm so tired, Finn. I love that so much.
Yeah, it's great.
Dude, let's kill the horse.
Let's kill the horse.
I love the music sting.
Let's kill the horse.
It's gonna be a. I'm drawing Jar Jar Binks. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. All I can say is that it involves a steel-toed shoe.
Oh gosh.
Jar Jar Binks, more like Jar Jar Stinks.
Yeah.
Very true.
Again, I want to make it clear that I do think that the extreme hatred for Jar Jar Binks is entirely unwarranted. But I still do find it part of it funny.
Mm.
don't. I think it's utterly hysterical.
Yay.
Hell, do you see what our prompt is?
No, not yet. But also, I realized I wasn't recording there, so hold on. I'm back! I shouldn't yell because I'm planning on doing voiceovers later.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm planning on doing voiceovers later, so I shouldn't yell.
Yeah, no, before that.
Save your chords.
Anyways, who are we drawing?
Something very bad happening to Jar Jar Binks.
No. Oh, no. Poor Jar Jar. Oh, wait. Art on Parade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because... Yeah, I also, yeah, I was just talking with my wife, and, all well and good. She's a little under the weather right now. Bless her.
She's sick.
A little bit. Nothing serious, though. I just told her if she's feeling too sick, I can come over there.
Where is she right now?
Diamond Bar. Or, no, Rolling Heights, so, like, 2 hours from me. We have a semi-long distance relation. Anyways, so Art on Parade, my heavy. Battery's heavy. Surprisingly on model.
Thank you.
Patrick's heavy. I love how he's built like Wilson Fisk.
Yes, that was part of what I was going for.
Mary's heavy. Very good teeth.
Thank you.
Jade's heavy. Aw, looking cute. And finally, Sirius is heavy. Very angular. Anyways, something bad happening to Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what. He can be getting hurt, or he can be getting served like divorce papers or something. I don't know.
Hell, if you're feeling really brave, you can recreate a best score video of him. Actually, don't do that. That's bad.
Jar Jar Binks. What a character.
Certainly one of the most characters ever.
He is the character of
The
all
Star
time.
Wars characters of all. He's the Star Wars character of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, I finished mine already.
There's a part of me that almost, like... There's a part of me that feels, like... In a way, bad for old Binksy Boo.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what his status in the canon timeline is now?
What?
What?
He's a street clown on Naboo now.
Oh.
He's a street performer.
How did
Mhm.
I get?
How
I
the
guess
mighty-
like, wasn't he like part of the Senate in the freaking prequels or something?
Yes, he was a senator.
He was responsible for giving Palpatine absolute power.
Emergency powers, yeah.
And that's why he became a street clown, because everyone basically disowned him.
It's also just so crazy to me, just like how much they thought like Jar Jar was gonna be the like big kid appeal character, cause he has so much merch, especially particularly like he had his, you know, those like interactive storybooks that were all the rage in the late 90s. He had one called Jar Jar's Journey.
Jar Jar's Jar Jar Jar.
No, not that one. That's Jar Jar's
I
Journey,
know, I made.
and
That's
Jar Jar is Jar
which is one. It's one of those like living books type of deals. But the funniest thing about it is that because it's one of those games that's aimed at trying to get kids to read, they actually toned down Jar Jar's Jar Jar isms, if you know what I mean.
Because they actually want you to learn and how you're supposed to learn from Jar Jar proper.
Not gonna lie, the cover art for it looks pretty nice.
Like, it's a LucasArts game. LucasArts, as a general rule, at this time, had some of the best art in the in video games at that time.
Oh yeah.
In particular, it wasn't just that. It was like stuff like Monkey Island, fucking
That's right, Sam and Max.
Sam and Max. Yep. What else?
Grim Fandango.
Oh, yep, big one. Full Throttle. So very like. Very aesthetically pleasing video, but it's just crazy that they wanted to that Jar Jar is like, it's like this just heavily hyped up character that just ended up becoming thoroughly
A laughing stock.
Oh,
And
the guy who does the Jar Jar reprises his role as Jar Jar in the game too.
yeah, on my best. I know. I think also that game was also the first time Grady Isle voiced what's her face? Padme.
Great Delisle.
Yeah, which I think was.
Is she a big recurring role? Does she recur her role as Padme often?
Yeah, she's kind of. I think if I remember, she's like the default voice for Padme.
Does she like
Does she also voice her
in
in
the Clone
Clone
Wars?
That's like the main thing.
That's what I thought. Right? Now I just have to color this fucking thing.
This fucking.
God, they really dialed down the Gunkin's accents in this game. I'm looking at clips of it.
I always find the world of edutainment games kind of fascinating, just because it's a market that was at the time, like, it's an important thing to me because I used edutainment games a lot growing up, and it's a market that's basically completely dead.
Yeah. Also same. I grew up with edutainment too.
And it was like a very helpful thing to me, but the edutainment market just died. It's actually I'm planning on making one of those little short video essays I do now on them. Alright, it's just a matter of... So, stay tuned for that one. Script's almost ready, but it just needs a little bit more time to polish. Yeah.
Star Wars and edutainment are two very strange words to put together.
Well, Phantom Menace was aimed a lot younger than a lot of stuff than Star Wars games were previously. So
that why Darth Maul didn't explain why Darth Maul gets cut in half? There's even blood vapor coming out of him when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but wait, was
I mean, they added Jar Jar in specifically for like kid appeal.
yeah.
It wasn't like it's an unheard of thing. Even though
he's like a worse Ewoks.
Yeah, and the Ewoks themselves were kind of controversial at the time. I'm just because, you know, you have...
Finally added teddy bears to Star Wars.
Yeah. It's like, and it's not like the Ewoks are like the worst characters ever, but, you know,
Like Jar Jar, they were hyped up as a big deal.
And also there is an aspect about them that is like, given that a lot of Star Wars feels like very gritty Old West, you have these like little cute teddy bears suddenly coming in that feel a little more a lot of
ruining my childhood.
I mean, Return of the Jedi was I still find it funny there was an Ewok show too. And
That's all about it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite show?
Which show?
Ewoks.
Show, I'm poking fun.
Oh. I had a VHS when I was a kid.
There was a droid show actually at that time too, and the funny thing is with the droid show is that the art style and art and animation style was the exact same as that animated segment in the Christmas special.
Oh.
Where you know, the one that the Nostalgia Critic said looks like the Zelda CDI.
Oh my god, I have to figure out how to get Discord on an iPad. Fuck me. I hate everything.
Actually, you know how Doug Walker compared that art style to Zelda CDI?
Yeah.
In Silent Shitheads, they straight up have more shoe.
Oh shit, it is.
Lightsabers.
Mayo, I love yours. I love yours. He's stubbing his toe against this footstool. He's getting stung on the tongue by a bee. He's getting his ear stuck in the door.
My original idea for mine was that I wanted to draw him having a good time and being in between a pair of breasts, but it wasn't working, so I just turned him into that one.
That'd be so funny. He's in between two breasts, but he's like, "Oh no, Misa gay!"
Oh god.
That would have been gay.
I was about to say, no, that sounds great. Why are you giving him the pleasant experience? And then I'm like, oh
no, Misa gay.
By the way, I checked online. I was like, are there? I checked on Google to see like, are there female Gungans?
There are. How are they supposed to reproduce without females? Explain that.
Okay, they already look like frogs. You don't think they'd reproduce asexually?
I mean, this is true.
Frogs don't reproduce asexually. They reproduce.
Some frogs can.
Frogs are weird. Frogs are weird.
Frogs are able.
No, you're thinking of the frogs that are able to switch sexes.
Alright, mention.
Okay. Also,
Mention
and
Yeah,
turns
I'm
out
here.
there are.
Wait, what are you trying to show me, Patrick?
Before I post my thing, I'm going to give you one guess as to what mine is. Knowing me, I'll give you one guess.
Fed him to the alligators.
Close.
You gave
The-
him an underbite.
Fed him to the
You gave him
Rancor.
an underbite. Oh. I was gonna say, you gave him the iconic. I was about to guess you gave him the iconic Patrick underbite, but you gave him one that was too big and it was laying down and you can't stand up.
Oh man.
God.
But that's also pretty good. That's also pretty good.
I'm trying to make like a head bust of Jar Jar Binks and fucking Sculptress. Do you want to see my progress so far?
Yes.
It sucks. I haven't used like Sculptress in like forever.
Wait. If I just realized, if the Gungans are frog people, why does Peppy Bo have breasts?
Look, the fucking the I don't know. They don't they don't look like Earth animals.
They,
I mean, for Star Wars has this thing, the 6-titty alien. By the way, can I just say I'm glad I accidentally pressed enter too soon when I was trying to Google 6-titty alien from Star Wars, and I pressed enter too soon and typed 6-tittied, and I'm so glad I'm so glad I still got what I was looking for.
you do realize there's like a bunch of animals on Earth that have 6 titties.
I know technically dogs have 8, but I'm not looking for that battery. I'm not a furry.
Finally, I got my shit together.
Battery. Serious, I love that you said finally after I said I'm not looking for dog tits. But
Positive furry.
no.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
By the way, I just want to point out this fucking figure.
There.
But that fucking figure. Fun fact that we're gonna make a Return of the Jedi of the figure in the 80s for that dancer. Or that's in Jabba's palace, but they scrapped it. But they scrapped it because they figured no one would buy it, and yet surprisingly, they did still make the figure. Or went in a more recent toy line.
Are you talking about this one or the one that's the next?
The 6-tittied alien one. Yeah, they figured no one would buy it, but then 2008 they finally gave it, and although I don't think I'm in any position to criticize. I'm part of the Transformers fans where we go nuts for like the tiniest thing. Like they recently announced a 4-pack for Transformers for Target, and you got people debating which figure is the best. Like, oh my god, no, I want this, and they're all like, almost all of them are like, or like they're just characters normally no one would ever like. No one would get on their own or like really demand that much. The only
two I want in that are like what was it, Hubcap and Horrible. I only want
Bumper.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I mean, the only one I think is kind of interesting is the Ultra Magnus made from the Missing Link Optimus Prime. And that's more so because upgrade kit makers, you have the chance to do the funniest thing ever. Like I think that actually would be kind of cool. And I guess, and I guess
I do not like the Nemesis because I think that the animated Optimus Prime in the Legacy line fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I have the Motormaster version and it fucking sucks.
It's not great.
Hold that thought. That character on the left, is that Optimus Prime in white paint? Or is that
No, that's Ultra Magnus.
That's Ultra Magnus.
Yes, hold it, Ultra Magnus.
Okay, it's right there on the box, Battery.
What? Look, I didn't see it, the text at first, okay, you little
But-
bitch.
Battery can't read confirmed.
Yes.
Rip.
Okay, but to quickly explain that, the reason why that is,
I ripped it first, Uncle You.
yeah, you wouldn't. Anyways, to quickly explain, sorry, Battery.
Stop fighting.
To quickly explain why we have the white Optimus. The original toy of Optimus of Ultra Magnus was released in Japan as something like Super Convoy or City Convoy. Basically, it was an upgraded form of Optimus Prime, but Hasbro brought the toy over and decided to make him his own original character. Which I think is a good call.
Yeah, they basically took the white Optimus, built a gigantic, bigger body around that you can put around him, and made that Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
Hell, sometimes that aspect of his character is sometimes incorporated into lore or something.
Yeah.
Like, they sometimes interpret him as being Optimus's brother inside of a big old neck body.
How do you how do you think this is so far for Jar Jar's?
That's pretty good.
That's a good sculptural call. Look.
Sokar.
Yeah. And that's not the only time that's almost happened too in like toys or media or whatever. Apparently, early on in Power Rangers Dino Thunder production, when they were adapting the Sentai, they saw the Triassic Ranger and thought, "Oh, that's a new character. So we're gonna develop a plotline where one of our B-lister characters becomes that Ranger." But then they saw it's just an upgraded form for the Red Ranger, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta scrap those plans." And in retrospect, it's like, you guys really couldn't tell it's just an upgraded form? Same vibe.
But the extra stuff.
They saw money first and the bigger picture second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it.
Power Rangers has a weird relation because, with, like, the Sentai, because sometimes they do come up with their own concepts. Lightspeed Rescue didn't have a sixth Ranger, and because that's such a tradition, that becomes such a tradition at that point, they actually said, okay, we need a sixth, let's make our own sixth Ranger, and the Titanium Ranger was born. And to be fair, it's a cool ass suit. And
I kept thinking, serious. I forgot that Jar Jar had a girlfriend.
by the way,
Yeah.
I even Japan actually apparently liked the Titanium Ranger as a concept, so I think that they actually brought it in later on, I think. Hey.
That's looking pretty good so far. Oh, shit. I should try my hand at sculpting again.
I think sculpting things every now and then is just a good exercise.
I suppose. Oh, these are donuts!
I don't like actually like hate Jar Jar. I just think him suffering is funny.
It's just a character. It's just as a character. It's just such an odd idea. By the way, do we all have Jar Jar now?
Yeah, I have Jar Jar.
Okay.
I have my Jar Jar as well.
Okay. I will. Let's do Jar Jar's.
Mine a while ago.
Jar Jar's number 8. First is Sirius with Sung Wukong Jar Jar rejecting regular Jar Jar.
Actually, that's her name's Queen Julia.
Son Wukong Jar Jar. Oh, Zamisa stepped on a Lego sign.
We got Patrick's.
I'm glad you like that.
Oh yeah, Mary's might be my favorite. Ow.
Oh, thank
I
you.
love that too.
We got G's simple sticks figures. I don't know why, but the stick figures of Jar Jar really cracks me up. We got batteries.
Yeah.
I'm getting kicked
Getting
in the
kicked in
ball.
the ball.
Is he getting kicked in the ball by Ash Ketchum?
No, it's not Ash Ketchum, but it's a guy wearing a steel-toed shoe.
And Jade's. And mine.
He's stubbing his toe, getting stuck
Okay.
by a bee.
Okay,
Slammed in the door.
Who next? Mensch?
Do the meat mensch. The
Me-
funny guy.
Meaty Mensch. Okay. I gotta pee real quick, so I'll do that. I'm also gonna turn the lights
I
on.
love your series because you actually knew enough Jar Jar lore to incorporate his obscure girlfriend and made that part of the joke.
I mean, yeah, like I do know enough. I do know a little bit of Jar Jar, like not a lot of Jar Jar lore, to be fair, but like a little bit.
He got rejected by the Gunga. By the Gunga.
Well, actually, she's a Bardana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what the Humble Jar Jar like.
Hands off. Okay. Meat match. Let's do this.
She's the same species as this guy.
Okay. This is Doodle number 4. Let's do it. Let's do it.
The meat mensch.
I was gonna say, real quick, yeah, I picked up that Motormaster on, clearance, the Legacy one. And
It's real sorry. That's all I have to say about it.
it's like almost good, and that's the frustrating thing. Aiding. Cause
I don't know. I know this might be very unpopular of me. I do not like Transformers with like faux facial hair. I don't like the idea of that.
I don't mind it, but
Depends on how it's incorporated.
I think it's well incorporated on Motormaster, just because Unicron.
Unicron, I think is an exception for me. Because Unicron's kind of just like a weird, like godlike entity, so he can break the rules, in my opinion. he deserves it.
Wait, what about Alphatron? He always has a glorious mustache and beard.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Alphatron wouldn't look right without it, but then again, Transformers 1 did it without the face.
I think it depends. I think it works better when they're kind of integrated well into the design, or if they do something clever with it. If it's just hair, it's kind of ugly, but if they're able to make it work with the color scheme. For example, I prefer it with the mask, but whenever they draw Wheeljack with a mustache, I think there's something kind of fun about it.
Yeah, I like seeing Wheeljack with a bit of facial hair. I like how he.
Or
I like the way it looks.
I think my least favorite example of facial hair. I know you're gonna hate me for this one, Uncle Wu. It's the Bay versus how fucking goddamn Sentinel Prime has that disgusting looking.
Oh no, Sentinel Primes I think is the worst.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
No, I hate.
Like actually disgusting.
It's cause of the physics on him.
They look like the tentacles of a dead octopus. With the
Yeah.
It looks actually vile.
Like, okay, on standalone pictures, they look on standalone if you see Sentinel Prime's facial hair on, like, standalone, they look totally fine. But when you see them in motion, they look gross. I actually agree with you. I think it works a little bit... it works a little bit better on Drift because they're not bouncing around so much. And I think Hounds is also very cleverly done, where it's kind of looking like electrical wires. I think that actually works. There. So, but I do agree, Sentinel Prime's beard just, like, kind of freaks me out.
It looks vile. It looks actually vile.
I'm gonna double down on what I said. It looks like the dead dangling tentacles of a dead octopus during like a getting mukbanged by a beautiful Asian woman.
What are some other who are some Rekgar has I forgot how could I forget Rekgar?
He has beautiful gun nipples too.
And Scourge, he's got... I will say, Scourge and Rekgar are a little lamer just because they're just beards.
I will say my least favorite G1 character is Scourge. G1 Scourge sucks. I do not like him. His weird useless space boat mode.
I will say though, as far as facial hair on Transformers, I forgot. Okay. Someone photoshopped a mustache on Rise of the Beast Optimus, and it actually almost works. Because facially he's based on Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen has a mustache like this, so it actually kind of works.
Problem is the idea of a mustache on Prime just seems weird.
Yeah, it does. Oh, but, and also when I looked up facial Transformers, this popped up. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of the worst design from Beast Machines. Ay. I will say, yeah. Although, to be fair, some Transformers also have, like, little beards, too. Here, like good old, Nightbeat.
I think I think you got the face done. Now I need to do like the eyes and the ear things.
McClunker.
I love the Star Wars, the France of
McClunker. I love that he says McClunky like who does he say it like? He says it like he says it like Zach's impression of a fat guy. Who did the redo voice for Greedo? I'm drawing Mensch with one of his true loves.
No! No!
What
No!
happened?
Sculptress crashed! Why did it crash?
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
No! How much did I lose? Okay, I didn't lose anything at all.
Okay, good.
It's the principle of the matter, though. Damn it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
It's still killed me, damn it. It shouldn't have fucking, It shouldn't have, done the thing. It was just fine.
Also, hi, KG Master. Suffering from food poisoning right now. It's great. Sorry, dude. Oh, actually, I will say, KG Master, holy shit. For a guy who's like, oh, I haven't used Discord in a long time, you've been going nuts in my fan Discord. Keep it going. I'm very grateful, but, like...
You're crazy.
Nah. I thank you so much. You're adding a lot. You're adding more life to the fan Discord outside of the Yu-Gi-Oh zone, which I'm very grateful for. Nothing wrong with the Yu-Gi-Oh zone. It's just nice that you know, it's nice when other channels get utilized.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh sucks. I'm kidding.
Well, they did bring back Block Dragon.
No, Sculptress closed again. Why?
No, that's the bad part that's happening to Jar Jar. Jar Jar's is that Jar Jar's crashing Sculptress.
Jar Jar's causing the program to crash.
It's an interactive art piece.
Like, I don't want to render this. I'm out.
It's an interactive art piece, Mensch. Okay.
Please.
We'll say this, Mensch. The thing that you're going through right now is rather convenient for
I'm
what I'm
back
drawing
at the
for you.
dugout. Anyway, back to drawing.
What were you saying, Patrick?
I was saying that your feelings about sculptures crashing right now are rather convenient for what I'm drawing here.
Okay, I'm gonna fix these teeth up a little.
Okay, there's no way I'm gonna fix that process. I'm just gonna move on.
I'm trying to guess why Sculptress just keeps crashing like this.
Is it because you have a like? Is it because of an image you use for your reference?
I have the background. I have the background of Jar Jar, but I don't think that's causing it. I've had it since the start.
I think it might be. I think it might be a flucky polygon thing. digital sculpting software tends to crash when you're doing the weird fucky polygon glitches.
All right. Mine's almost done. I kept it very simple just because we're close to the final doodle, but I think you'll like it, Mensch. It's oddly wholesome. Anyways. All right. Fart Academy. Here you go, Mensch. What do you think? It's with your your Bulrock Hall, your Rockshi of some kind, your McDonald's Matoran. Yeah, a lot of rare and valuable ones. Nice, dude. Oh yeah, you shared pictures.
Oh, you shared the image of fucking mustache things. Mustache.
Wait. Actually, wait. Last time I'm going back to fucking mustaches on Transformers, but there is one more that I kind of dig the mustache for. Or fucking I love Stratosphere's mustache. And Sonic Shitheads, this guy.
You know what? Yeah, I kind of like it.
I think it's because it looks like if you ran your finger across it, you'd get like tetanus. Like it's rust. It does. There's something very rusty.
You get a disgusting tetanus.
I do hope this guy actually does get a figure, like a proper figure one day, because I do think he is kind of a fun design.
Okay, now here's the hard part about Jar Jar, his stupid fucking eyes.
His eye sucks.
Because, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he does. He does technically have a toy, but it kind of happened by, but it's kind of a different thing.
Is it a Baver Stratosphere and not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Baver Stratosphere, not Nightcurse Stratosphere. That's what I was guessing.
Yeah, because they made a toy. They made a toy for Stratosphere, but he was kind of his own original character, where the idea is he's supposed to be the plane that drops off Optimus at the beginning of the movie, and it even comes with a little mini Optimus truck that you can drop out of him.
That's cool.
It's one of my favorite gimmicks ever on a toy.
His feet are kind of weird, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about his arms.
Yeah, unfortunately with Poro, yeah, Stratosphere is a very cumbersome toy, but still kind of neat. Here's hoping that he gets a new one. I got the first edition Air Neos Ultimate Rare. Yeah, that probably goes for a pretty penny. Just because of the story behind that fucking card. Okay, I think I may have mentioned it to you, Mensch, but basically, there is a card called Elemental Hero Air Neros, which, for whatever reason, it's never been reprinted since it first came out, and it's never ever, and it never shows up in any of the video games. Right. In fact, it never even, and it wouldn't be so much of a problem if not for the fact that it was a cover card on a booster pack, which, you know, that's pretty high profile. and there never was a reason given for decades.
For decades, man.
So
Decades, man, decades.
someone did some digging and finally found out why. There is an indie comic superhero called Rave Dactyl. Which yeah. Which yeah. Which in Son Shitheads, if you look, it's not super far off. Like, but and so the company that did Rave Dactyl actually did try to sue Konami. They lost, but from what I can tell, Konami doesn't want to kind of acknowledge it. It seems.
Interesting.
Okay, I won't lie. That thing on the one on the left looks really cool. It looks like a tokusatsu hero of some kind.
Which makes sense. A lot of the hero cards are based on kind of tokusatsu heroes. But
Right. How's the old Binks looking?
let me winkus the binkus. That's such a great head.
That's a very good head. It's really coming together.
I actually really don't like doing eyelids. I think eyelids are like the fucking worst.
It's cause they also they draw a fine line. And also sometimes eyes on characters draw a fine line between being like charming and also kind of gross. I like what Ding Dong said about Jimmy Neutron. He found it so like confusing but also surprising that they did like eyes with like depth in like 2001 like this is for like a cartoony kid show. Oh, which and
She doesn't have eyebrows and looks kind of close to me.
yeah. I still hate I do hate that one render of Jimmy where he's like staring at the camera straight on.
Oh, I see what you mean. Remember to save very compulsively.
Like
Or do you think that's good enough for the eyes, or should they do something else?
I think that's good for now.
Like I think Jimmy, but I actually do like the overall art style animation of Jimmy Neutron. There's some. We mentioned I talked about this, but oh god, but something we both said is Jimmy Neutron has really good posing, which kind of helps, which I think which really helps the show.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, I was blessed with Funko Pops when I Googled Jimmy, but I will say that okay. Jimmy one, awful. Throw it away. Carl one, actually pretty good. That's like that, which makes sense. He's got dot eyes. Sheen.
Yeah.
I kind of love the sheen. It's disgusting, but I love it. Sheen. Wait, did they not make one for Goddard?
How the fuck do they not make one for Goddard?
They couldn't fit dot eyes on it. That's why.
That makes no sense because Goddard actually has like perfectly spherical eyes.
Yeah, but they're not
Oh, good lord. Alright. finally done with like 90% of setting up this damn iPad. Took long enough, in my opinion.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot about this. I'm gonna need to track this down. They actually made a remote control Goddard back in the day. I forgot about this.
I think I might have heard about that.
I'm probably gonna check out. For now, I need to get food. I just realized I haven't even fucking eaten, and I need food. So I'm gonna go do that.
Probably after this too. I also had
Go
to
eat,
dip
Bolt.
out because I gotta eat too.
Alright, see you later.
Pup's gotta
kids.
eat.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, that's actually a really cool Goddard.
Yeah.
They also
Real.
what?
I just noticed. Am I looking at it wrong? Or does he have like an actual? Does he have like a biological brain inside of his weird head case?
It's hard to.
I don't remember that being in the show.
Well, in the show, it's just like electric
He's got, like, a
sparks.
weird- Yeah, it's basically just a. What do you call those little balls? What do you call those little balls with the electrical sparks inside? And when you touch it, the sparks point towards the
Yeah.
I know the stuff you're talking about.
It reminds me of that.
Okay, and they also made a U2's plush of Goddard. Boring. Hey. Okay. KG Master, most of the stuff I would post on Discord are so out of the box, like my World War II and Relic collection, toys and props. Yeah. Actually, I gotta tell you a story. There used to be a guy in the... whenever I go to Italy, there was a guy who would sell World War II memorabilia. Like a lot of different stuff. Like flasks, documents, badges, guns, like a bunch of different stuff. At some of it like American stuff, some German, all that stuff. We knew a guy who was autistically into World War II. So I decided to show him that, and he pointed out a lot of stuff was actually bootlegged. Like documents of like from like a German passport, for instance. He pointed out, well, for one, they misspelled Germany.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. He's sadly no longer. He's no longer there. I always liked looking through his like weird little thing.
But yeah, just posted mine.
Very
Don't-
nice, Patrick.
Don't get worked up again, Loki. I just mopped the floor. Why'd I make Jade sound like a fucking droopy dog? Or no, Boo Boo, fucking Boo Boo Bear.
It was very conveniently timed because my having problems with sculptures.
Don't get worked up again, Loki. I just mopped the floors.
What is that referencing?
It's the SpongeBob movie.
Oh.
Everyone typing gets worked up.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And he gets all swollen and veiny because he's so upset.
I do remember.
Oh yeah. He does.
Yeah, like that. He's about to get an aneurysm if it does that. This gift right here is literally printing right now. Yep.
God, I forgot how many toys they made for Jimmy Neutron when it came out. A lot of them like remote control stuff. Like there's a remote control Goddard I showed, but there's also like a remote control like RC card. There's like a remote control like Landwalker. Yeah. I actually had one toy I remember having actually, now that I think about it. I actually had an action figure of King Goobot.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Really?
It was a nice figure too, actually. I'll post it in Sun Shitheads. Have a look. Obviously, it's not super well articulated, but, you know.
Yeah, I think that's still nice though.
Yeah. As you should do. Same good discipline than not children. That's what he says in the movie.
Yeah. I also remember the Jimmy Neutron PC game where it had like really freaky looking character models. It's where that like one clip of like Cindy getting abducted by aliens and Jimmy going women comes from. Women.
I'm like sexism, my bitch.
I need to watch more Xavier Renegade Angel.
I'm gonna doodle Jimbo real quicko.
Did you know that like the official 3D model of Xavier is out there and available to use publicly?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's really funny. It's because they shared it so that way they did a contest for like a thing where you could submit like your own fan-made clips for the show. They put all that into an episode and they shared the 3D official model of Xavier for that purpose.
Yeah.
And that's why we now have Xavier on Source Filmmaker.
Yeah.
And Gary's
Source Film Xavier.
Okay, guys. You remember those like Toon Twister Toon Twister animation programs, the stuff that you have like canned animations and the like?
Yeah.
Okay, given how simplistic its animation is, imagine if they made a program like that for Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
What?
We didn't hear you.
Imagine one of those like make your own animation programs like fucking Go Anime or like Springfield Simpsons Cartoon Studio or the like, but for Aqua Teen Hunger Force because the animation's so simple for that show.
That'd be funny.
Like, hypothetically, someone given how you could be done, because Aqua Teen Hunger Force has like some of the cheapest animation on TV. Honestly, I think it's more limited than South Park. But Although I will say, like, that last season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force does have a lot more going on. We don't have in-depth playsets like that anymore. Not true. If you know where to look, you can actually find some really cool playsets out there. I gotta show you one that's like so cool, and it's so ridiculous, but it's kind of awesome. I'm gonna present to you the BatTech Batman playset. Which, in Silent Shitheads, look at this. It's a giant Batman that turns into the Batcave.
That's funny.
Batman transforms into the Batcave. This one like some toy. This one some Toy of the Year award, and I can see why. It's like, yeah. I think if you look, you can find, like, there are cool toys out there. There are lame ones too, though. I went to Walmart recently and found Garden of Bonbon action figures. And, like, jokes about Garden of Bonbon aside, they're really shit action figures. They don't really come with any accessories. And I think, like, maybe they come with, like, one thing.
What if they came
It looks like it has, like, I can't even tell how many points for articulation it has. It's that shit.
What if it came with the really weird high poly remote?
Oh, that'd be... Oh, no, wait, no. This one comes with a drone, but no remote. 2020 or 21. But here's what baffles me. You see this figure? It's also 3.5. It's Star Wars fig. It's around like 5 inches, just about. It's $12.
$12.
Which?
Did we already choose our next subject?
No, we did.
No, we're still on Meaty Man.
Like a bonus doodle, though.
Like
Nice.
$12, like $12 for just to clarify, people, for the same amount of money, you can get like a 6-inch figure of Superman right now that actually to tie into that new movie that's coming out, and that actually has articulation. Actually, how much are those Five Nights at Freddy's action figures?
They refer to the ones that give them upper teeth for some reason. Like, it's clearly based off like the FNAF 1 models, but for some reason they're given upper teeth, even though they don't have upper teeth in this game.
Okay, so you can get a 13.5-inch tall Freddy Fazbear for $35, which
35 bears.
not a bad deal actually. Depending on how articulated it is, that could actually might be kind of nice.
At least you didn't give birth to Freddy Fazbear, because if you give birth to I wasn't prepared for that Vegeta impression.
I like how the box for Five Nights at Freddy's says 14 and up. Come on. Come on. We know who's buying it.
You know who?
That giant Batman is so funny looking.
It's so...
Giant Batman?
Yeah. It does, in Silent Shitheads, it's this giant Batman that opens up to become the Batcave.
I'm the Batman.
I'm the Batman, baby.
That's a goddamn Batman.
I sold all my FNAF Funko Pops out of a pit of despair. I kind of want to know what led you to that. Okay, no, YouTube algorithm. What the hell? I tried to look up Five Nights at Freddy's, and you're immediately trying to recommend me Five Nights at Diddy's. What even is that?
That's not gonna end well.
Five Nights at Diddy's. Five Nights at Diddy's. The FNAF The Living Tombstone parody. Fucking no.
This is my impression of Frank Miller Batman. I'm the goddamn Batman. I fucking hate you, Robin.
Robert, I hate you.
I fucking hate babies. Wait, what did he say that? Oh, who am I kidding? It's Frank Miller Batman. Of course he did.
Oh. Oh. I underestimated, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's, action figures in terms of articulation. They actually look super well articulated. Yeah.
Show the class. Show the class.
Okay, wait, does it have an opening mouth? It looks like it does.
Alright, for everyone here, is there a piece of, like, kind of like Zoomer media, like what you call Zoomer media, that you think is like, alright, this is actually pretty good?
Aside from Digital Circus?
I guess so.
Because I feel like the amazing... Because when I think of Zoomer media, it's got, I'm trying to think of stuff where it's, like, actively, like, you know, appealing to a certain mindset. Do you know what I mean? Because Digital Circus is not fueled by ADHD. It's fueled by autism. Like, it can be goofy and wacky, but it also has, like, pacing and atmosphere at times. Okay, it's less so I think it's genuinely good, but from what I've seen of it, Skibidi Toilet is weirdly high production value, and it's gotten me to the point where it's like, okay, I'm gonna watch all of these at some point, because they're only like 1 minute long each, just because I need to understand.
You're starting to lose me. You're starting to lose me.
Pretty soon Uncle U's gonna come at us being like, guys, you know, I made fun of G for it and everything, but guys, I watched Skibidi Toilet for the lore.
you walk in with a toilet seat around your neck.
I just want to know, I just want to understand it. I want to comprehend it.
Assume Skibidi Toilet meant
the only
Uncle U.
You know, there was one of the funniest things. I want to find the screenshot of it. But there was the funniest fucking gift that I ever received was... Okay, I need to find the name because it's so funny. Oh my... Okay, here it is. So, a long time ago, I think the funniest fucking gift that I got on Steam was someone who I had never heard of before. Someone who I had never met in my entire life on Steam or played with them or anything. And I got a message on Steam that says, Tony Hawk has gifted you Skibidi Toilet Sex Mod. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Like,
and it's a video game!
Wait, quick question. Here. Where would the penis come out on the Skibidi Toilet?
What?
Where would the penis come out on the Skibidi Toilet?
I don't know.
Is this really questions that need to be answered?
You got a good point there. No.
No, why not?
No.
Say words.
Okay. I don't know.
Think before you speak, bitch.
Other kind of zoomer. I'm trying to think of like. The problem is with Zoomer media. I'm trying to think of what that means, and like all I can think of is internet stuff because is internet related stuff.
Okay, one for me. I might stand alone a little bit on it. Okay. I don't give a single fuck about anything new with Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't give a single fuck. But I say the old games are still okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually,
after the original 3, the game series lost to me. But I think that the first 3 themselves are good, and everything else sucks.
Oh wait, actually, I just thought of some. I just thought of like a piece of Zoomery media. Oh shit! Now oh shit! I forgot it. Fuck! Wait, no, Bluey.
Okay, there we go.
Bluey's aimed at the Zoomers, but like, or fucking Gen Alpha even, but like, you know, it's charming enough. If anything, the fucking millennials trying to horn it up are disgusting. Fucking millennials.
Yeah.
So I think like Bluey.
More like no chill millennials.
Yeah, I think. So I think Bluey can survive, but also it's so tough. I know there are like, I know kids are still technically watching TV, but like at the same time, like there's something like weird referring to something like The Amazing World of Gumball as Zoomer media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or like anything that it's on, like, or like it's like you're on, or even Transformers Earthspark is technically aimed at Zoomers, but at the same time, I look at it and go, it's like, nah, this is kind of, because I keep thinking of like, I gotta think internet brain rot, which may not even be fair. And even then, sometimes people are dragged into the brain rot zone unwillingly. Like Amazing Digital Circus I don't think deserves to be dragged into the brain rot zone.
Yeah. Real quick, does anyone else got any of the Meaty stuff to show, or are we gonna move on?
I'm sorry, it's just because I ended up coloring it, so give me just a sec. I just gotta.
I'm doing a bonus doodle for you, Mensch.
Yeah, I did a bonus doodle too.
Since
already finished mine.
Yeah, mine's is about to be done too.
Since we brought him up, it's only right. It's the return of Skibbity Mensch, which I think we need to explain that because some people may not. So a long time ago, I gifted Mensch from the goodness of my heart a really nice Transformers figure, HasLab Deathsaurus, and what me and Lunar decided to do when Lunar was living with me, we decided to wrap it up and just doodle all over it, like all sorts of shit. We drew dicks, we drew pregnancies, we drew realistic beavers, whatever. But the one that stuck out the most is Lunar drew Skibbity Mensch, which was Mensch's little meat man avatar in a la Skibbity Toilet. I definitely have taken a photo of it. Hold up. Skibbity bop bop. Yes, yes. Skibbity Biden. There we go. Okay, I got it. Discord, here we go. Silent Shitheads. I can't show some of them on stream just because some of them are a wee bit inappropriate.
Like
Inappropriate.
Oh, God damn. Hold on.
Inappropriate.
Yeah. Inappropriate. Okay.
Okay, I uploaded mine.
Alright, I think I'm the only one left.
That's fantastic, Mary.
Thank you.
Okay. Sending
'Cause I
now.
have to head off though, so that's why I made this one extra nice. Because I got it.
Ooh! Look at that man.
Thank you.
Oh. But yeah, in Silent Shitheads, here are the Doodles.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember that one. I think you had that for your icon for like the longest time.
Yeah.
There's a goat seeing battery at the top right.
We call them juice rings. Oh yeah, that's right. I think they calmed down about it though. KG Master, I haven't heard of it, but it is true that that some Australian slang is a bit unfamiliar. You got to remember, a lot of Americans still think Australians drink Foster's beer.
Okay, well I gotta head on, but I hope you like my drawing. I gotta go now. Bye everyone.
See you later, Mary.
Where, Mary? Oh, I just noticed that's Woody from Woody's Race.
Yeah. We did a lot, and we did another one later on that was also really funny.
Oh god.
Cause I sent Mensch tidal wave. And so I put, and which gave us even more real estate for more doodles. And for some reason, I felt like drawing a realistic beaver.
Oh, the beaver, my bad.
I think my favorite. I'm trying to find. There was one doodle in particular that was really funny where where Lunar and I collaborated. She drew Optimus Prime and this infamous lolcow from back in the day called Miss Bonita Prime, who declared herself married to Optimus Prime. And I was like, and I would correct. And when Lunar was working, I was like, Lunar, you gotta remember, she was married to Movie Optimus. And she was like, I don't know how to draw him. And it's like, here, let me help. And so we kind of drew on the same image to make him Movie Optimus. I forgot that we drew mentioned Olivine on the Hawk to a podcast. Talk to it. I think that, yeah, fine. So Martin, I need to share.
I like the Captain Rescue.
Yeah. I drew on the side of the box the Game Grumps logo, but it says Gay Grumps. Alright, most art concept art for films and video games I'm working on. Ooh! Sure. Okay, do we have everything for Meat Mensch?
Hold on, I'm almost done. I'm literally saving it right now.
Jade's got to make sure her husband looks good.
That's good. It's good.
It's wonderful.
Look at that critter.
Yes.
That's adorable.
Thank you. I'm slowly remembering how to use watercolors.
That looks really nice. It was very cute.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Okay, from one more, or are we done?
It's midnight where I am right now.
Sure, it's like 9:20 where I am,
let me do. Let me do Honor Parade and we'll decide. All right. I also drew a bonus of Skibbity Mensch. We got Patrick's Meat Man, looking exceptionally more meaty. We got batteries. And then we got Mary. Mary's is really nice. We got another Patrick's. Don't get worked up again, Logie. I just mopped the floors. G.
Oh yeah, what you showed earlier. Uncle Yo was the bonus doodle of the Skitter Squid from Don't Starve. That's what it was.
Oh, I thought that was just Mensch melted.
No.
And Jade's yours is very cute. Although Jade, I will say it does look, though due to the way it's shaded in the character drawing, it kind of reminds me of like Captain Underpants in a good way.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like I'm reminded of that one panel of Mr. Krabs saying, "Hey, bub." Hey, Bob, you better cut that out. Or whatever. I've just said enough. Although I will say, with Mr. Krupp saying, "Hey, Bob, I've had enough of your shenanigans." Is it weird that I know that page way more for it being photoshopped with End of Evangelion?
Yeah, if we're gonna do one more, I was just thinking of just a simple little doodle of Olivine.
Olivine. I can't draw Olivine to save my life, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
I'm kind of
That's
burnt
just
out.
one on
So
lunch.
I'm kind of burnt out. So I might sit this one out.
Alright, I guess we'll end it then.
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm just one guy.
Okay.
Just one guy. They keep going.
Okay. How about this? Mensch, yeah.
Well, no, like G isn't doing it.
I am.
Patrick isn't.
I have an idea. Mensch, you give me a time limit, any arbitrary time limit, and I have to draw Olivine in that short amount of time.
You know what?
10 minutes.
You know what? I can give it a try. I'll just draw a very silly version of her.
All right, 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right.
10 minutes.
Okay, here I go.
It's been 10 minutes.
Oh, that wasn't bad. I'll be back.
I might be using old references, by the way, Mensch. So if you have a problem with it, I do like that I can look up Minerva Gems Olivine and find like the oh wait, no, I got a good idea actually. Hold on.
You can find the one you're looking for.
No. Better. Dexter. Oh my god, that's like the perfect fucking... Jesus fuck. Okay, I'm drawing Dexter's mom now, and y'all have to... I wonder if anyone is gonna know what the hell I'm using as artistic inspiration. I'll give a hint. Semi-related to Butch Hartman.
Uncle Duck.
Uncle Duck?
No.
Bunsen's Beast.
It's Donald Bastard.
TV personality.
Okay, come on. Come on,
He's
guys.
a face-eating bastard.
I will say, I do have a weird like fascination with Uncle Duck, just as like this, like clearly shit thing. But I also enjoy like.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. When I saw Uncle Duck, I didn't think it was a legitimate cartoon. I thought it was like a parody from Mad or something.
It's so clearly like a low effort thing, and it's not even good as like, because I know the whole idea behind the Noog network was it was supposed to be like, you know, very simple like little shorts or it's for kids, but at the same time I think it's too simple. Oh.
Kids don't deserve this.
I enjoy all the weird YouTube poops of it though, just because I like seeing how much mileage people can get out of a
TV shows that suck ass.
out of like something that barely had any time to cook. Look. Like
Give it, but let 'em cook.
like no joke, I could actually animate better than the Uncle Duck show.
Uncle Duck. More like Uncle Cup.
More like,
That
oh, fuck.
Well, bitch.
Uncle fuck, Uncle fuck, Uncle fuck.
Fuck.
Okay, finish mine.
Uncle Duck? More like Uncle bitch.
Uncle bitch.
I finished
I'll-
my olive on you.
Mine olive.
What's like a YouTube poop where they were clearly working with the least amount of materials and somehow made something funny?
Michael is in YouTube poops.
Okay. I
The thing
okay.
is, Michael Rosen, there's a ton of Michael
Hold on!
Rosen videos.
Battery Mensch was saying something.
Okay, sorry.
I was just gonna say anything in YTPs that involves Morshu, because he only has 2 sentences that he says, and they somehow make this guy say everything under the sun.
Oh, yes. And don't forget Ganon from TBI Zelda.
Sorry, Link, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer.
If you want to know,
Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you have enough rubies. That's all he ever says.
if you want to know, actually, there is a specific reason why Morshu became like a YouTube poop goldmine. It's because apparently he says all the necessary consonant and vowels in the English language.
Huh?
We'll never know.
Wait, no, I'm talking what?
No, you got
Morshu says all the necessary consonants and vowels in the English language. In just that, unintentionally, in just that little bit, he says everything you need to make like almost any sentence ever. It's all a matter of now. Okay, now and then it's all a matter of, are you a good enough mixer to get it to say anything?
Yeah, he has like an entire. He almost has the entire English phonetic inventory in his lines of dialogue, except for maybe Z, but that's arguable.
You could probably find a way to stress the way he says Z into getting him to say what you want.
Morshu needs but 2 lines of dialogue to recite the entire Bible.
Yeah, that's true. God, I can't imagine how long it must have taken a sentence to mix all that shit. That's insane.
True dedicators to the craft, right?
Okay, I don't remember what Olivine's back looked like, and I don't feel like looking up Olivine back shots.
I can help with
Why are
that.
you looking at Olivine getting back shots, Uncle You?
Yeah, don't worry, Uncle You. I can help with that. I have 3D model.
I'm good. I'm good.
No. I don't mean her naked. I mean like just her model clothed from the back in a default pose.
Nah, it's okay. I'm actually kind of on a roll with this drawing so far, and I wanna and I want to be able to finish it.
Yeah, like I said,
Come here, you little.
sorry if I'm taking this last one. I'm feeling really sleepy.
So good, Patrick. You can go to bed if you want, by the way, bro. Let's go. If you're not partaking, you can go Betty by both times. Goody two shoes.
I'm the only thing I'm sad about is I didn't get to do Jar Jar's ears, but I think that's the most unbelievably complex part of him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, his ears basically have fingers in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna head off to bed. Thank you very much for hosting this Disgustink, Uncle You, and thank you, Minch, for giving us fun stuff to do.
Yeah.
Uncle.
No problem.
Y'all have a good night. I'll see you later.
Later, Patrick. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Uncle Duck. Uncle Duck. Uncle Duck. Uncle Duck.
Also looks like, unfortunately, Luna's gonna get here a little late.
Dead. Someone called her dad Mr. White too many times.
Does he really look like Mr. White?
Yes.
White.
Walter White.
Walter's great.
Does he actually act like how she describes him?
Yes.
She describes him acting like an absolute fucking spurg.
Yes. 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 He is a nice man, but yes.
What do you think of this hideous creature? This hideous creature.
Looks magnificent.
Look at the ganga.
I'm almost. I'm
actually surprised that I did this so well. I haven't actually sculpted in quite some time, so I'm surprised I was able to get it so right. Especially for a head sculpt.
Yeah. Be proud of yours.
You still got it in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're not drawing a horrible sticklyman, you're good. Not drawing.
I hate that stick girl. Sincerely to the guy who made me do that. Fuck you.
He's kidding, of course.
Or is he? Ooh.
You had a pretty guy who doesn't come across this video.
Or will he?
Just in case. I mean, you know the internet's unpredictable. You never know who anyone will be.
Okay.
But yes, I'm kidding. Where am I?
There you go.
Eat my ass.
Okay, I'm joking.
Or am I? Or is it? No, I'm gonna stop the joke.
I'm only kidding. Oh, I'm serious though. Well, no, actually.
I've got $7,000 on President Jimbo. Well, it's on Blip now.
Whatever. Well, whatever I do next is on Blip.
I wonder if Smiling Friends is going to come back.
It is.
You know, they already renewed it for season 3.
I was getting a little worried because isn't Cartoon Network as like a whole studio about to like go under?
Feels like it, but somehow Smiling Friend survives.
What if Hulu picks it up?
That's because it belongs to Goblin Card on Toy.
Do you think that would actually happen if Cartoon Network actually like went under, like Hulu would basically just pick up all the pieces?
I would not be surprised. Especially because, like, Cartoon Network's been like in a so slow, like painful decline, for years, and
It's very unfortunate too.
no matter how much, and I think the most obnoxious thing is if you tried to bring it up, like even before the Zavslov stuff, you got like thoroughly like. You thoroughly got like your anus torn out by like people going like, no,
You got railed in the ass really hard.
because people were like, no, you Cartoon Network still going. I'm not gonna name names, but there was a guy we know who had a Cartoon Network defensive phase, and he is like, but they're bringing back Cartoon Fridays.
Is it someone who we still talk to?
Yes.
Okay.
Look,
I know who it is.
we've made peace with him, but at the same time, you gotta make fun of cringe. Even
I know. I think, okay, the moment
Don't.
I realized, I'm not gonna say it, but I realized who it is. I wasn't planning to say it. Chill,
We're chill, but I do think that's kind of funny.
yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I might as well. I'll quickly kind of explain. I'm not gonna name names, but I'm just gonna explain what the hell we're talking about. There's a guy we know. He's an alright guy, but he was, for a while, he was one of those guys that was like, old thing good, new thing, my nostalgia trumps any kind of logic or reasoning. And he's kind of calmed down about it, which I am very glad. Because while I do think there is something to be said about, like, nostalgia's cool and all, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta do something with it, and like, and I feel like a lot of times whenever people sometimes use nostalgia as like a crutch.
Yeah. It can get very obnoxious.
Yeah, or I mean there is an extent where some people make fun of it, but at the same time I kind of also feel like they don't acknowledge what's on screen enough, or they kind of, or the problems enough, or they kind of get a little bit in denial of. Like, for example, Star Wars. People would swear up and down, like, Star Wars is still good, man. And it's fucking on. I'm hyped. I'm excited. And it's like, well, what have you given me? It's only...
Skeleton Crew's alright, that's about it.
I mean, the big one nowadays, people kind of... Yeah, Andor. Or Andor's kind of the big one people are trying to use to kind of say, hey, we're still good, damn it. It's like, cool.
That's a diamond in the rough at most.
And even Disney kind of seemed like they kind of like didn't expect it to take off. They basically gave them all the money they needed to make the show and said, go ahead, whatever, streaming's dead. They actually told the guy streaming's dead.
Wow.
Which would, like, that's so... That doesn't make me, like, hopeful for the future of Star Wars. That makes me scared for a lot of...
Everything.
Yeah. Um. Uh. Uh. And it's especially irksome in regards to. I saw something like really egregious. I saw something really egregious recently, actually, for in terms of like we got nostalgia bait, guys. So you guys know how when Doctor Who, whenever the doctor dies, he's replaced by a new actor. Yeah. So they killed off the Doctor again, even though he just got it. That guy with that guy whose name I can't pronounce. Sorry, buddy. And the worst part is he was replaced by Billy Piper, who's another character in Doctor Who, which to kind of explain. Imagine if Superman was killed and was replaced by, and the mantle was taken up by Jimmy Olsen. Like, no build up, just Jimmy. Jimmy is Superman now. Because Billy Piper was one of the Doctor's companions.
I'm Mr. Stroke.
So it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was and I feel really bad for the actor because he straight up said, like, I hope my character doesn't die before I get to fight any Daleks. He died before he got to fight any Daleks.
I died before he got to fight the Daleks.
It's kind of funny because recently, like, I saw some person saying, in regards to the announcement that run of Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is gonna have like Draco Malfoy's actor returning for a bit, and it's like,
Is Draco Malfoy even alive canonically?
in that play he is, yeah. But like the guy was like, well, at least us Doctor Who fans can take pride in the fact that we're not as washed as Harry Potter. And of course, all the comments are just posted that clip. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. I'm kind of basically done with this. I actually kind of dig how this came out. I'll show you the pose I use as a reference, and you can kind of see where I was coming from with this. Not as polished as it could be, but I had fun. You're on live chats. Yeah. Sorry, K2 Master. Smiling Friends is so fucking good. They wasted so many good classic villains. Yeah. And for Doctor Who, I can imagine. I feel so bad for that one guy though. I just wish I could remember his name. And here we go, Mensch. But I'll post here's the pose ref I used in Silent Shitheads. Yeah, so a wee bit of a mess.
Yeah, you made her ponytails.
I took some artistic liberties, I'll admit, but I had fun.
Yeah, you had fun. Were you doing one, Jade, or not?
I am. I'm just about done. I'm saving it. I was gonna draw hands, but I lost the will.
Alright, I guess if you post that, we can end it. We need to clean wool just a little bit more, and then we go to bed.
seen my Ollie yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that is an Ollie butt for sure. I loved Ollie hands. Does it
Yeah.
remind me of Pokemon?
She's
Uh,
a Pokemon.
um,
I originally just meant it to be a head with the hair being with like the weird legs, but then I figured, yeah, it might not just add a little funny Binding of Isaac body onto the.
There's mine.
She's so cute.
It's beautiful. It's nice seeing you draw Ollie.
God, it's been a while, but I remember.
Dr. Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. Hey, green guy. Drop bacon. Drop bacon. I'm just waiting for people to finish up. Unless, I think, actually, okay.
I don't think G's doing one.
No.
Well, fuck you then, G. Okay.
You too, bitch.
I love you guys.
Fuck the shit out of you.
Alright, Olive
Do
Eyes.
it, pussy, do it!
So here's mine. Here's Jade's. Jade's actually looking nice. Mostly because I had my priorities somewhere else. And then finally, batter. There it is. Fried rice. Yeah, get that fried rice. Look at batteries with the hands. Oh, you know what it reminds me of, battery?
I did base it off that weird Miku leg thing, if that's what you're wondering.
No.
Exactly, G.
There's a there's a Green Lantern alien that were released to tie into the movie. You know, the one that everybody loved. And it's one of the funniest looking action figures ever. Where is it? Okay, I had in Silent Shitheads. Behold.
Oh, that guy. He was so silly. I like it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He's a very unique looking lantern, that's for sure.
Oh man, KG Masters taking the bad seats of the Doctor Who's personally. I don't blame him. Okay, well, I think that's overall pretty. You're happy, Monk?
Yeah. I guess so. I'm kidding. These are great.
Yeah, I'm glad, man.
I had a lot of fun.
All right. Thank you, everybody. All right, thank you, everybody, for joining, and have a wonderful evening.